Welcome to Wisdom for Life. Today we explore a profound tale about true kindness, humanity, and the ultimate test of character. Long ago, an aging king ruled a prosperous land. Having no children, he worried deeply about who would inherit his mighty throne. He decided that bloodline did not matter. Instead, the next ruler must possess a genuine love for humanity and a compassionate heart. The king sent messengers across the realm, inviting all young men to the palace for a grand interview to choose his heir. Hearing this, a poor but hard-working boy felt a spark of hope. He believed he could serve the kingdom with true justice. However, the boy only had ragged clothes. He knew he could not present himself to the great king looking like a beggar. So he worked tirelessly for weeks, taking on every difficult job he could find to save enough coins for a decent outfit. Day and night he pushed his body to the limit, carrying heavy loads and sweating under the harsh sun for his dream. Finally, he earned enough money. He went to the local market and bought a beautiful, warm set of clothes for the meeting. He also bought a small loaf of fresh bread and some cheese to keep his energy up during the long journey ahead. Dressed in his fine new garments, the boy began his trek toward the grand palace, feeling confident and ready for his destiny. The journey was long and exhausting. As night fell, the temperature dropped drastically, bringing a biting wind that chilled the dark forest. Suddenly, by the side of the snowy road, he noticed a frail figure huddled against a tree, shivering violently in the cold. It was an old beggar, wearing nothing but thin, torn rags. The poor man looked as if he might not survive tonight. The boy stopped, his heart aching with deep pity. He could not simply walk away and leave the old man to suffer. Without hesitation, the boy took off his beautiful new coat and wrapped it gently around the freezing beggar to provide instant warmth. He then removed the rest of his new clothes, handing them over, and put his old, tattered rags back onto his body. Seeing the beggar was starving, the boy also gave away his only loaf of bread and the small piece of delicious cheese. The old man ate gratefully and smiled, his eyes shining with unsaid gratitude. The boy felt a profound peace in his soul. Now dressed in his old, dirty rags and feeling quite hungry, the boy continued his difficult journey toward the towering royal palace. When he finally arrived at the palace gates, the guards looked at his miserable appearance with obvious disdain and blocked his path. Despite their mockery, the boy stood tall and explained he was there for the royal interview. Reluctantly, they let him pass through. Inside the magnificent waiting hall, hundreds of young men stood in luxurious silk garments, whispering and laughing at the boy in rags. He felt a wave of embarrassment, but remembered the warm smile of the old beggar, which gave him the courage to stay. Soon, the grand doors opened. The royal advisor called the boy's name. leading him into the majestic throne room of the king. The boy knelt respectfully, keeping his head down, deeply ashamed of his torn and dirty clothes in such a beautiful, sacred place. When the king commanded him to rise, the boy slowly looked up and gasped in absolute shock at the face before him. Sitting on the golden throne, wearing the royal crown, was the exact same old man he had helped in the freezing forest. The king smiled warmly, wearing the very clothes the boy had given him. The entire court watched this beautiful moment in silence. The wise king spoke, praising the boy for his pure heart. He had disguised himself to find someone who truly loved people. You sacrificed your own dream to save a stranger in need. That is the exact quality a true king must always possess. The king then officially declared the humble boy as his rightful heir, knowing the kingdom would be in incredibly kind, safe hands. This powerful story reminds us that true human value is never found in expensive clothes, high status, or vast amounts of wealth. Real greatness lies entirely in our character, our boundless compassion, and our willingness to help others without expecting anything in return today. Kindness is the greatest strength we can wield. A truly good person does what is right, even when no one is watching. Let this beautiful lesson inspire you to spread love and empathy everywhere you go, making the world a much brighter, warmer place. Thank you for joining Wisdom for Life today. Please subscribe for more meaningful stories, and always remember to keep your heart kind.